and Operation Mincemeat. Distraction, competition, uncertainty.
Give me one real-life example where your ideas truly worked.
I think the whole book is still valid. Know yourself, know your data. Now they fight with much sophisticated weapons
That'd put half of Silicon Valley out of business.
to outsmart Russian drones.
Let's talk about your book.
It's iconic. Ukrainians build hundreds of fake cannons and tanks.
So, it's not about fighting only. It's about thinking ahead.
That is where strategy begins. Apparently, Mr. Franklin, someone finally did their homework.
Greetings. I'm your host, Benjamin Franklin, and this is the Dead Expert Society, where history debates the future. Today, we have a very special guest, one whose influence stretches from ancient battlefields to boardrooms, from emperors to entrepreneurs. His book, The Art of War, has been quoted by generals, CEOs, and anyone who's ever tried to win an argument on Twitter. So, master strategist, philosopher of war and wisdom, the man who literally wrote the manual on outsmarting everyone, Master Sun Tzu himself.
Thank you, Benjamin. I am pleased to speak across the centuries.
And, as always, keeping us honest from the realm of reason, Madame Marie Curie will be joining us later to fact-check our claims. So, let's talk about your book. Master Sun, your The Art of War is over 2,000 years old.
2,000 and a half.
Exactly. Yet people still quote you, from generals to gamers. Why does it still matter?
Because conflict changed shape, not nature. Once men fought with swords, now they fight with much sophisticated weapons. Plus, with data, policies, and brands. My words were written for warriors, but now everyone is at war with something. Distraction, competition, uncertainty. If people can master their minds, they can master any battlefield, even digital ones.
So, every CEO's boardroom is just a fancier battlefield.
Precisely, soldiers now carry laptops instead of lances, and drones occasionally.
So, it's not about fighting only, it's about thinking ahead.
To win without fighting, that's true mastery. Every decision from politics to business is a battle of perception.
And here I thought my toughest war was convincing people to pay their taxes. Okay. You've been quoted by every general and every consultant on LinkedIn. Give me one real-life example where your ideas truly worked.
Sure, for centuries, generals have used deception, speed, and terrain to win wars. Mao Zedong studied these principles for guerrilla warfare. During World War II, MacArthur applied surprise and maneuver in the Pacific, and Operation Mincemeat. It's iconic. In my time, I said, all warfare is based on deception. Centuries later, the British took that literally. There is a great war drama film about it, directed by John Madden. Operation Mincemeat tells the story of how a corpse, a briefcase, and a few forged papers misled an entire Nazi army. No armies clashed, no swords were drawn, yet a continent shifted. This, my friends, is the art of war, with a stiff upper lip.
So you're saying they read your book before D-Day?
Apparently, Mr. Franklin, someone finally did their homework.
If you love strategy, spies, and stories where intelligence wins the war, watch Operation Mincemeat. Good movie. Strongly recommend. Okay, let's talk about business. What would The Art of War teach the leaders and tech CEOs of the year 2025?
Know yourself, know your data. Today's terrain is mostly digital. Attention, algorithms, information. Many lose not by weakness, but by impulse.
In other words, think before you tweet.
Exactly. A single post can start 1,000 battles.
Master Sun, you wrote that knowing your enemy and yourself ensures victory. But how does one know an AI opponent? A machine that thinks faster than any human.
The principle remains, but the form has changed. To know an AI is to know the intent of its maker and the data that feeds it. Every algorithm carries the shadow of its creator's bias. Study its origin, its logic, and its blind spots. That is where strategy begins. Even a machine trained to predict chaos cannot escape the fingerprints of the human who built it. Perfect soldiers are not those who obey, but those who understand why they fight. Even the most obedient algorithm cannot improvise courage. Victory demands will, something that cannot be coded.
Let's talk about another piece of technology. In my day, a kite and a key discovered electricity. Today, drones fly higher, faster, and see farther than any scout I ever sent. Are they the future of strategy or the end of secrecy?
The enlightened ruler and the wise general move only when they see an advantage. A drone gives sight, but also a silhouette. The higher one sees, the more visible one becomes. The clever commander will use the enemy's gaze against him, showing what he wishes seen, concealing what matters most. Remember, vision without wisdom is exposure. Even an eye in the sky can be blinded by a well-placed cloud. Ukrainians build hundreds of fake cannons and tanks to outsmart Russian drones.
If we are talking about information warfare, deepfakes, propaganda, deception digitized, would you approve, Master Sun?
All warfare is based on deception. Yes, but the deception must serve clarity, not confusion. When lies become the air a nation breathes, it forgets the scent of truth. Deception that blinds your enemy may bring victory. Deception that blinds your own people brings ruin. Same for the companies, CEOs, clients, and employees. The general who weaponizes truth will always outlast the one who fabricates it.
Good. If you rewrote The Art of War for 2025, what would it be called?
The Art of Strategy, probably. I think the whole book is still valid. Spies would become analysts and networks of information. Battles might be waged with code rather than swords. Terrain would include digital landscapes and global supply chains. The goal remains the same: victory with minimal cost, achieved through foresight, adaptation, and insight. I could probably add a couple of chapters, like "He who controls the feed controls the field," or "Win the mind before you win the market."
That'd put half of Silicon Valley out of business, and the other half in therapy.
Then both might finally find balance.
And now, as promised, our resident fact-checker, the brilliant mind who turned radiation into revelation, Madame Marie Curie.
Dzień dobry. Thank you, Benjamin. Time for a fact check. Sun Tzu's Art of War has influenced leaders from Mao Zedong to Colin Powell, and it remains required reading in US military academies and business schools around the world. But beware of pop culture distortion. Many quotes you see online were never written by Sun Tzu at all. Always verify your sources, even if they're 2,500 years old. And for those who want to go beyond the art of war, here are a few must-reads. The Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, the samurai's lifelong lessons in mastery and mindset. On War by Karl von Clausewitz, the foundation of modern strategy and military thought. The 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene, a modern interpretation that applies ancient principles to leadership, business, and power. Plus, there is a new series of video explainers of the art of war, made by AI Sun Tzu himself on our channel. All links are below the video.
Yes, this season we're diving into Sun Tzu's The Art of War. 10 short episodes, unpacking the timeless rules of strategy, deception, and discipline. The full 10-part Art of War Explainer series is live now. Link to the series below. Listen, learn, and strategize like a pro. Master Sun Tzu, it's been an honor.
Thank you. Prepare, anticipate, and act with clarity. That is the way of victory.
Beautifully said.
This has been another dispatch from the Dead Experts Society. The dead have spoken, but what say the living? Let us know below.